Hello guys, welcome to another video. First of all, I said that this story doesn't belong to me, so if you want to read the full story for yourself, you can go down in the description to find the link to the original post and read the full story for yourself. That being said, let's get into the video. What if Minato had adopted Obito or a better route? Part 28 or Chapter 28. Naruto was the most excited he had ever been in his life. The gaining exams were awesome, so he could only imagine how great the tuning exams would be. Uncle knew she made the right choice when she handed them the forms. I'm glad to see you guys are so excited. All of your rookie teams will be there. All the other rookie teams will be there too. You Kakis have made us real proud. I know you guys are gonna do great. I am really gonna miss you. Don't tell anyone I got all mushy though. Only you guys and Iruka could get to see that side of me. Mito was particularly bouncing up and down. Wow, I can't believe they actually think we are good enough for the tuning exams. Naruto's hand was shaking too much to actually even fill out the form. Man, oh man, we are gonna be freaking tunings. I can't wait to kick so much butt in that exam. Kakashi seemed very happier than usual. If that um, if that was even possible, Kakashi is gonna show everyone he's the real deal, not just the Hokage's son. Naruto was perfectly happy he was gonna have a chance to get out of his father's shadow too. Come on, let's go get some ramen to celebrate. Naruto was running happily to his favorite ramen stand with his friends. When he suddenly sensed someone watching him, he turned around and ground when he saw a decided box, a decorated box behind him. Konohamaru, rocks aren't square. There was a proof of gunpowder, and Konohamaru appeared with his friends Udon and Mogi. Hey boss, how is it going? Naruto muttered under his breath. At least they didn't overuse the gunpowder this time. Konohamaru ran up to his hero. Boss, will you play ninja with us? Naruto shook his head. Not today. I was just on my way to get something to eat and then get training for the Chunin exams. Konohamaru broke out into a massive grin. You're gonna be in the Chunin exams? That's awesome, boss. Mito grinned. Do not eat too much, Naruto. You got your date with Hinata tonight. Naruto knew that moment she said Konohamaru was gonna go nuts. Boss has a girlfriend? Who is she? Do I know her? Naruto shot Mito a glance. It's Hinata, the Hyuga, and usually I am mistaken Mito as a and if unless I am mistaken, Mito has a date with Kiva tonight too. Kakashi suddenly burst out. Kakashi has a date with Ino-chan tonight. Naruto's jaw dropped. Since when? Kakashi shrugged. Everyone else had a date tonight, so Kakashi thought he should get one too. Flashback. Ino was training with Asuma and the rest of Team 10, taking a break after after about 10 minutes. Taking a break after 10 minutes. Then out of nowhere, came over and ran up to Ino. Hey Ino-chan, wanna have dinner with Kakashi tonight? Ino looked surprised. Wait, you mean like a date? Kakashi scratched the back of his head. Kakashi thinks so. Ino thought about it for a second. Kakashi was really nice, always telling her how beautiful she was and saying she was good. She was a good ninja. It's not like she didn't like spending time with him. Well, okay. When do you want to go? Kakashi was excited that she said yes. How about that place the Akemichi owner next to the Akemichi's one next to the academy? Ino smiled. Sounds great. Is eight okay? Kakashi was trying to keep from screaming. Yep, Kakashi can go anytime. Ino could see Asuma was getting ready again. I gotta get back to training. See you later. Kakashi waved goodbye. See you, yeah, see you. End of flashback. Naruto suddenly realized something. That's the same place I'm taking Hinata. Need to remember what Kiba had told her earlier. And where Kiba's taking me. Naruto got an idea. Why don't we all just go together? We will be way more comfortable that way. That's when the Sand siblings opted up and Kankaro told them maybe me and Tamari can bring our dates too. Mito had to admit this sounds like fun. This sounded like fun. Alright, sounds good. Tamari leaned over to Mito. Think maybe you could find one other girl so that my brother can come too? Growled his teeth. I heard that, Tamari. Don't need a date. Mito thought about it for a second. She looked at actually, I think I have got someone you'd really hit it off with. You may remember Sakura, right? Gara raised an eyebrow. The pink-haired one, yes. What makes you think the two of us would be a good match? Mito was surprised she hadn't thought of this before. She is into the strong silent type. Since you are since you fit perfectly, come on, Gara. I promise she is nice and really smart too. Gara had a feeling it didn't matter what he said. His sister would make him go. Fine, I will go. However, don't expect me to be good company for Sakura. Social interaction is not my strong suit. Kankaro put his arm around his brother. Don't worry, bro. I will teach you everything you need to know about going on a date. Tamari rolled her eyes, and I will make sure that what he says doesn't scar you for life. Naruto couldn't help but think this seemed a really good idea. Hinata was a very nervous person, and having her friends around would make things much easier for her. This date night was turning out to be pretty cool. He was shaken out of his thought by Gara asking, "Could you please direct me to the Hokage's office? I have something I need to discuss with him." Kakashi was happy to. Kakashi was gonna go see his dad anyways. Let's go, Gara. Gara followed him while trying to think of some way to explain this to the Hokage. It wasn't as tough. He really believed all of. Sorry. Uh, it wasn't as tough as he believed all of it himself. There's a mistake here. I am not reading that again and again. Gara walked into the Hokage's office and sat down in the chair from Obito. Gara, to what do I owe the pleasure of you coming to see me? Gara decided to just rip it off like a band-aid. My father seemed to have been murdered by an unknown person from the sole purpose of manicuring as him and taking control of the hidden sand. They want us to join the newly formed Hidden Sound in a surprise attack on the Hidden Leaf during the Chunin exams. My siblings and I know he is a fake because during the attack he wants me to release the Shukaku. Our father would know that I can no longer do that as my seal was fixed by Joraiya of the Sanin. Obito blinked a few times trying to take in everything he just heard. Someone is pretending to be the Kazekage so they can attack the hidden leaf. That's pretty hard to swallow. Do you have any idea of who it is? Gara unfortunately didn't. We have no idea. I have already alerted the council and we have decided to pretend to play along for now. Our goal is to learn as much about the hidden sound as we can for the time being. Of course, we felt the need to tell the hidden leaf about this and offer them to change the invention of the hidden sound Eden leaf about this and offered them to change to investigation to the investigation investigate the hidden sound and as well. Obito was very glad they were allies with the hidden sand at this moment. A part of him was rather terrified, though, after all, he was about to go into his situation where he would be sending people to their deaths. It is greatly appreciated. We will do our best to repay you in the future. I will inform my council as well and begin to prepare for the attack. Kara stood up and bowed to him. Glad we could be of assistance. Thank you for your time. Obito chuckled. You just saved our asses. There's no need to thank me. Gara opened the door and scowled opened the door. If you will excuse and bowed. If you will excuse me, I have to go prepare for my date. Obito had never anyone say those words in a depressed voice. Obito had never heard anyone say those words in a depressed voice. Obviously, he's gonna say in those words in depression because he's being forced to it. Just a little tip: you should at least act like you are having a good time. Gara wasn't sure that was possible. I am not really the dating kind. Obito didn't know whether to laugh or frown at the way the kid was acting about a date. Don't you like girls? Gara really didn't want to talk about this. Of course, I like girls. I am just not interested in dating right now. Although I will admit, Sakura is rather attractive girl. Obito decided it was quite funny. Sakura is a very nice girl. Just give her a chance. I am sure you will have a great time. Gara walked out, perhaps. Sakura walked across the. Sakura looked across the table at her date with curious eyes. Gara would look at her occasionally and smile while doing his best to make ideal conversation with her. It was clear he was putting an effort to make Sakura enjoy their date, and she was actually quite appreciative. When she first heard that was going on a date with Gara, she was rather nervous, and he wasn't known as much of a social person after all. Sakura decided she would put in an effort to make Gara feel comfortable as well. So Gara, are you very close to your brother and sister? Gara nodded. Yes, they are the ones on of the few people I know I can truly trust. Sakura frowned. What do you mean? You must have a lot of friends back at the hidden sand, right? Gara wasn't sure how to say this. Sakura, you know of my condition, right? Correct? Sakura assumed he was talking about being a Jinchuriki. Naruto's got a tail beast too, and he's got plenty of friends. Gara was very nervous. Nervous. He was going to scare her with this next part. I couldn't always control my powers like he could. I am afraid that I gained a reputation as a monster in my village. Sakura gasped. That must have been really hard for you. Gara was surprised. She was actually quite sympathetic to him. It's fine. I have got my siblings and my friends here in the leaf. I am managing just fine. Sakura put her hand on his on him, causing him to blush. Well, if you ever need to talk to someone, I am right here. Gara was actually starting to like this girl. Maybe this date wouldn't be as bad as he thought. Next to Gara, Naruto was busy talking to Hinata. Hey, Hinata-chan, does this place make good ramen? Ino had to fight the urge to smack him over the head. You are on the first date and you are talking about ramen? Hinata didn't seem to mind at all. I imagine their ramen is very good. Naruto-kun, my favorite thing here is cinnamon buns. I have got a bit of a sweet tooth. Naruto laughed. My sweet Hinata-chan's like sweets. Go figure. Hinata blushed at being called his sweet little Hinata-chan. This date was going excellent for her. Kakashi was doing his best to be a gentleman to Ino and was doing okay. He brought her a bouquet of flowers from her own shop that she made earlier that day. Oh my god, that's what Kakashi does. And then he pulled her chair out for her, right as she was about to sit down, causing her to fall. Ino didn't appreciate the effort though, and screw ups were almost charming. Ino did appreciate the effort though, and his screw-ups were almost charming. It was just impossible not to laugh with the kid. Everyone gave Kiva a funny look. He brought Akamaru with him for the date. What he wouldn't let me leave him home. What he wouldn't let me leave him home. Mito giggled. It's okay. It would be weird if he wasn't with you. You, to be honest. Akamaru jumped in her arms and proceeded to lick her. Kankaro joked. Looks like Akamaru's gonna get more action than Kiva tonight. Than Kiva tonight. Mito shoot Kiva a wink. I don't know about that. Kiva turned bright red and sat down, not really sure how to respond to that. Kankaro and Tintin talk about new weapons that he had come into the shop unless usual, and Tamari and Shikamaru debated about whether or not the Prince Prince Philip strategy Prince flank Prince flank strategy was any good in a battle between two enemies. All of the couples had a surprisingly good night, really the perfect way to relax before the that would be insanity that would be the tuning exams. That's all for part 28 of a better route or what if Minato had adopted Obito. I have to see in the next video. Bye bye.